Hello, in this video I'm going to show the security tricks on the HUAWEI Pura 70 Pro. Alright, so let's begin. First, let's open up our settings. Now, let's scroll down and let's begin with setting up a screen lock. So first, let's click on biometrics and password, and I'll click on change lock password, because currently I have a number set. But I'll show you how to set a new one. So we can use the 6-digit PIN, but we can also change the password type. We have other methods, for example the 4-digit PIN, custom PIN, pattern, or the alphanumeric password. Let me show you an example of the pattern. As you can see now on the screen, we have those 9 dots, and we need to connect at least 4 of them. So simply create your password, then release your finger. If you want to try again, click on withdraw, but if you want to confirm the drawn pattern, draw it again and then click on done. Now it has been successfully added, and also the phone wants us to add the fingerprint also. Let's click on add. I'll show you how to do it. So let's click on add right in here. Okay. And now, in here, on the bottom of the screen, we have our sensor. Now, make sure that you have your screen cleaned up and also your fingers, so it will work in the best way. So now, we need to place our finger inside of that sensor, and when we feel a vibration, we need to lift up our finger and then place it again. We need to repeat that process until our fingerprint will be saved. So, let's place our finger. Now, lift it up, place again, and now we need to repeat that process until we fulfill that sensor which is above. It might take a few tries, so you can try placing your finger from different angles. Simply take a few tries and repeat until it gets saved. Okay, we are almost done. Okay, we almost made it on the edges. Okay, now our fingerprint has been successfully added. Now we can click on done, and now it's set. We also have the face recognition. If you want, you can click on set it up, but first we need to draw our pattern to continue. Click on get started, and now all you need to do is to simply place your face inside of that frame, and then follow the instruction on the screen. If you do everything properly, your face will be successfully saved. But remember that, in my opinion, the face recognition is less safe, for example, than the fingerprint, because someone might try use your photo to unlock the device, and it might get unlocked. So, in my opinion, the fingerprint is the most safe, the safest option, and then the pattern and the face recognition as the last thing. Okay. Below, we also have the smart unlock, and for that we can use our other devices to unlock this device. Below we also have the secure lock settings. We can disable or enable the pattern way, to make it visible. It's completely up to you, and below we can enable or disable the show lockdown option. Okay. So that when it comes to the fingerprint and that kind of stuff. So now let's get back, let's scroll down and let's click on the security options also. We have in here the security features. Let's begin with the app lock. First we need to enter the custom PIN to access app lock, 6 digits, just like that. Below, click on OK if you want. Now we can also get access into the app lock by our fingerprint, so it should be even more comfortable. Okay, make sure that app lock is enabled, and in here we can add the apps that we want to lock. So let's say let it be messages, and contacts. Let's do it in that way. So now they should be locked. So let's go back. In here I have my messages, and now if someone will want to open it up, boom, we need to type the password. there's no other way to open the messages. So only when I place my finger or when I type my password. Let me open up the contacts now, just to show you that it also works. And now I'll use the password. And only when I type it, we get access into our contacts. So it works pretty fine. And it's also a pretty cool security feature. So if you have some of the apps that you want to protect from unwanted visitors, you can always enable them in the app log. And the only way to get access to them is by typing the password. Okay, next thing is the password vault. First we need to draw a pattern to unlock. And let's make sure that save and autofill usernames and passwords is enabled. And when it comes to the vault, it lets us autofill saved usernames and passwords when logging to apps. This data is only stored on your device and cannot be accessed by Huawei. Let's click on Manage Autofill Settings, and in here, if you will have something, you'll be able to change those things. Okay, we also have the Find Device feature. We need to have the internet enabled if you want to use it. And also remember that you need to have your location turned on, otherwise it won't work. Let's make sure that the Send Last Location feature is also enabled, and the Find My Phone. And in here, when we lost our device, we'll be able to find them when we are logged into the Huawei. Okay, and the last thing in here is the file save. But first, files requires the storage and media and files permission to access photos and that kind of stuff. So let's click on Settings, and now let's click on the permissions, and click on Allow only while in use. Now it should be fine, so let's click on the file save. Okay, sorry, my bad. Let's click on the storage, and still it doesn't want to work. I don't know why. Let's click on again the file save. Let's click on the C files permission. Okay, now it works. I don't know why, even when I had the permission enabled in the files, just in the place where I have shown you, the only thing that I did was to deny, and then I again clicked to allow, and now the save works. So let's click on enable. Let's click on internal storage. And in here, first we need to enter our password. Actually, we need to create it first. And it must contain from 6 to 16 letters or numbers and include at least one letter. So let's create. In my case, it's going to be really easy password. Okay, then click on next. In here we have the security question. In here we have a list of which we can choose, but also we can also set the custom security question. So I'll just leave the normal one, and I'll type really easy answers. Now click on done. We can also link the fingerprint with it. In here we can also click on yes. We can also link the Huawei ID, but it's not necessary. And in here now we have the images, audio, videos, and the files. Now let's click on add, for example, and let's say we'll add some photos. Currently I don't have them, but let's say it will be the screenshot. And now the file has been successfully added into our safe, and it's kept in here. Of course, now it disappeared from our normal gallery, and the only way to get access into that screenshot is by our safe, which is locked by the fingerprint and our password. As we open up the settings, we can change the password in here, we can change the security question, we can link with the HUAWEI ID, we can also switch the safe and create a new one. We can also save the location, and also we can enable the biometric changes. And on the bottom, we have a possibility to destroy our safe when we click on that red button. Okay, so that when it comes to those features. Now, let's open up the optimizer. And from time to time, you can always perform a virus scan, which is right in here. In my case, everything is fine. My device is secured. If something will be wrong, you will see a notification, but you can always manually check is your phone safe. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe.